So I never thought I'll be actually making a video like this. You know, I normally make videos about entrepreneurship, how I run my business and everything else, but you know, there's so many of you just like me who have been a victim of racism so many times that this one time I'm actually going to talk about it. I'm actually going to say something about it, because if you're someone that has, you know, been through something like this, and generally you will resonate with what I'm about to tell you. So to give you a bit of context, my name is Shan Hanif. I run a company called Weekflow, and over the past 2 weeks from London, I had traveled to Dubai, and I was there for some business and spending a bit of time with family. And from Dubai, yesterday I traveled to LA. It's actually been my plan all along, because we are expanding the business in the US, and I need to go and kind of set a few things up and expand on the operations that we have got there. So that was the reason I basically flew from Dubai to LA. Everything was fine, as you would expect. Flew in, arrived at the immigration as normal. You know, for a bit of context, I've been to the US many times. In 2019, I went twice to LA, once to New York. In 2018, I went to LA. And I think before that as well, have been a number of times. So I've been many times and knew exactly the drill. Slight difference this time was there was no machines like you can normally put your fingers and you can go through. This time you had to see an agent. So, you know, waiting in the queue, it was a very long queue. And the moment I went in to speak to the immigration officer, and I'm traveling with my wife and my daughter, who's 2 years old. So the moment we went for our go, I could just tell that essentially that I have been racially profiled almost instantly. She was white, she was an older lady, and the moment she looked at us, you could see it in her face. And I was shocked with what she first said. As soon as we walked up, she looks at my wife and goes, "What's your daughter's date of birth?" And she replied with 14/7/2019. And she goes, is she your daughter? We were like, yes. So essentially it immediately began. She had come up with this narrative that our daughter wasn't our daughter. That we're somehow trying to smuggle this baby into the country, and I think trying to sell this baby or something. It was the most bizarre thing. And then it just continued from there. So, you know, she started asking about, you know, when did we have her, any other information on her, and it's like random questions. That led us to just explain, like, we're here, you know, for a family, for a trip, also for this. So then she started asking me about how much money do I make. I told her how much money I make, and then she started asking me how much cash do I have. Her whole thing was she was trying to paint the picture that A, we don't have money, 2, we've come here with this baby that we're now trying to sell or something. It was just, you know, but where it got difficult was that I started answering these questions, and I'm trying to be as helpful as I can. And so she goes, "Where are you staying?" And I showed her I'm staying at this place. And this is the thing that I think spooked her the most. So, you know, we've booked a single bedroom, and there's 2 of us, and obviously she's 2 years old. So at the moment when we travel, she ends up sleeping in our bed with us. So the plan is that we've come here and we're gonna look for a place to kind of like, basically I booked a place for a week, and then I'm gonna look for where else can we stay, because it's happened to us many times that we travel and you book a place and end up not liking it. So I booked it for a week. So when she saw that we have booked a place with 1 bedroom, she got more spooked, because she's like, "Oh, what are you doing with the baby? Where's the baby gonna go?" And I'm like, "The baby's gonna stay with us." And she wouldn't let that point go. And I was like, it's quite normal, like, because if you put 3 people in 1 room, no hotel lets you book it. So you put 2, and because she's essentially a child, yeah, and maybe some people do it differently, whatever, maybe I'm in the wrong, but the way she was insinuating from that, but the way she dealt with it. So I knew, because what happened is she picked up the passports, and she just, she obviously, I knew she wasn't gonna stamp them. She started making some notes. And then it was strange. So essentially my phone was on the thing, and she picked my phone up. And I was saying to her that, like, I can show you photos of her being born and like us being with her, that it is our daughter, but I couldn't because she had took my phone. And then she started saying, like, it was just the way they speak to you, right? She was like, "Sir, don't touch the phone. Don't touch the phone, sir. Stay away. I've told you don't touch the phone. Why are you touching the phone?" I'm like, "Yeah, because I'm trying to show you these photos. So you keep saying that it's not my daughter, so I can show you if she's my daughter." Then she looked at my wife, and she's like, "Do you have a phone? Please give me your phone now." Basically, she took our phones of us, she turned them off, and she's put them to the side. So like we can't have any communication without our parent smuggling of babies that I'm into, you know. Anyway, obviously then she calls the police. 3 police officers come up and essentially take me and my wife separately away to be questioned. And to be honest, the reason I feel angry, the reason I am annoyed, the reason I am actually making this video, even talking about this or anything, is because this has happened my whole life. And for it to happen again, and when I'm traveling with family and everything, it's just, it's frustrating. It's frustrating because being brown, the way you're profiled is just so, it's just every single day. And I've had it all my life. I'll give you some examples. Like growing up, I was spat on in school by white kids just because there was only 10 brown people in the whole school. So we were the weird ones. So that's how everyone treated us. When I was in college, one of my teachers said to me that we don't want people like you in this class. And the reason was because the college I went to was in a white area. So essentially they didn't have that many brown kids again. I never got a job. Most people know my story, but essentially didn't ever get a job because no one would hire a brown person. I would go and hand my CV at Nando's, Pizza Hut, and every other place with the white friend whose name was Aaron. He would get hired. He was changing jobs for fun, and I had 2-3 jobs, and I couldn't get a single job, which actually led me to entrepreneurship and making more money and actually having an amazing life. But that because I've always had this thing of you're going to be racially profiled, it's going to be racism, and I just accept it. You just accept it as someone of color that it's normal and it's okay. But the truth is that it's not, and not enough people speak about that. And I'm not making this video to actually talk about that, but standing there, it was like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe because I look a certain way. Essentially they were profiling us as Arabs, most likely because of everything that's happened in the US and whatever, that they were looking at us like we're this weird Arab couple trying to smuggle this, clearly coming to America for a better life, whatever she had made up. But anyway, moving on from there. So basically they took me away, and can you imagine how frustrating that is? I don't have a phone. I can't contact my wife at all. So they took me to this room. I sat there for 2 hours, and the room was full of essentially everybody that looks like me, that's brown and a beard of some kind, or just off color. That's the fact. Sat there, and then I was called in for questioning by a police officer, and I guess the lucky thing here was the police officer was black and was slightly young. So he did one kind thing, is that he started questioning me from the very beginning once again. He didn't continue with that crazy narrative that this lady had brought up. And that really helped me out, because when I explained to him what I do and everything, he started to understand that, okay, clearly these guys are not that type, and they're here for the XYZ reason. I actually fell into another problem, which I guess is okay, which was that they essentially, he was saying to me that if you have any clients or anything here in this country, you cannot come here without a business visa, because you're not allowed to do any operations, any trade, and any income in the US without it. It took me a time. So what happened was I had some questioning. He was being very difficult. They told me to go back and sit down. And when I came for the second time is when he actually started to be a bit more open, a bit more chatty, and he let me turn my phone on. Basically, he gave my phone back to me, let me turn it on, and started letting me show him things. So then I showed him my website, I showed him my LinkedIn, I showed him what I do. To be honest, in my Instagram, even creating content actually helped me, because I could show him physically, this is what I do, this is why, this is this. And what the other lady was saying is not it, basically. And we're going to be going back at this dates and whatever else. Then it ended up essentially them letting me out. But I was there for about 6 hours in that room. And why that was so frustrating. So the truth is, my daughter actually got ill on the plane. She fell sick 4 times, and I couldn't contact my wife, baby at all. I asked them a number of times, are they okay? Have they been let through? I have no idea what's going on. Where are they? Whilst I'm here, and what are they asking her? What if they take her away from my daughter, away from her, because they think she's trying to sell her or something? But that was it. It's not something I wish happens to anybody, but I know it happens to so many people. That's the annoying thing. It's happened to even me in different ways in the past when I've been traveling, but never to this extreme. Never to think that I'm smuggling a baby. Never to think, I have some crazy agenda. And I think just because I'm brown, every other person was going through immigration with no problem. There was a guy next to me, literally didn't ask him anything, whatever, because the guy's white. And I think that's the hard thing. I think it's hard to stomach because you feel like the world's moving on, then you just get reminded about like, no, actually we're still studying the Stone Ages in the way everybody thinks. So yeah, but anyway, look, that's the video. Yeah, let me know what you think, if it's ever happened to you, and you know, what do you think needs to be done so people stop just looking at you and thinking you're X, Y, Z, and I think the worst of you literally just because of the color of your skin. So, you know, that's the frustrating thing. But anyway, let me know what you think of this video. Leave a comment down below, hit the like button for support. I'm in LA now and I'm going to enjoy it the most I can, and I'm going to do the best that I can. So yeah, I feel happy now that it's over. But yeah, I just wanted to make this point because I feel like not enough people say it. So many people like me, you know, my DMs are full of it because I put it on my Instagram that it happened to me as well. But like, we just accept it. We just accept being racially profiled every single day, and it's okay. And I think at this one time, I just wanted to say it's not okay because I was with my family and they made it so uncomfortable and they made lies up and it was bullshit and it's not fair. It is not fair. It's sad, to be honest. But yeah, normally when I make this video, essentially it's the Weekflow where I go behind the scenes and show you my company. So, you know, this is what I've been up to this week, but at the same time, I know the team have been hard at work. So let's see what they are up to, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm away to that show. Told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros. Even back then, I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors. They ain't keeping up when I switch these flows. They don't want no smoke. Can't get hot, I can play so low. I've been trying to get it. Told them I'ma run it up. Out all night, so I told them go and fill my cup. Now they text.
Hi guys, we're here today shooting for Lean. They've got some new exercise equipment. So this morning we've been doing some e-com shots. We've got some models here as well, so we've been using the products with them. And then this afternoon we're shooting some more lifestyle, social, TikToks, Reels, and we've also got a hero video which we're creating from today. So yeah, lots of stuff going on, really exciting. Come join us.
Working overtime, they ain't even pay me yet. Ain't no pride in breaking sweat. Fuck it, I ain't waste no time, I had to run for it, run for it, run for it. Money on my mind, I had to run for it, run for it.
So we're just wrapping up after a day of capturing all the content for Lean exercise equipment. It's been a really good day. We've captured loads of great stuff and really looking forward to getting stuck into all the editing briefs tomorrow and then getting cracking on the editing.
I do just fine.
Cool, so today we are at the Gemflow HQ and we have a busy day. We've got two of our clients coming into the office. We've got Sandra Shihab and Maria Beltre, better known as Loose Unicorns. They are clients that we manage at Gemflow Talent exclusively, and for them we do everything from their day-to-day lives, brand sponsorships, collaborations, licensing deals, modeling, photo shoot, fashion week, all of that, handle everything for them, amplify their profiles fundamentally. Maria already has a brand out, Could Be Maria, which is a streetwear brand out of New York, which we have collaborated with her on the Gemflow side. And Sandra has a very, very cool brand coming out in December. So lots going on. They're talents that we manage and that we're building a brand with. So lots of opportunity, exciting, market's huge. And yeah, they're coming in today. I guess, fun fact, Sandra was, I think Sandra was the second client I ever signed to Gemflow Talent in management. We were friends first. We were getting involved in building her brand and everything was going really well. Our relationship grew and grew. And yeah, she gave us an opportunity to manage her. And it's been so successful ever since then. So super excited for them to come in. They're here from New York only for a few days. So we're gonna spend a bunch of time with them. We have a few things planned. We're gonna shoot some content today for the new Gemflow Talent page that just launched about an hour ago.
I've been getting it since a toddler. I keep dollars on my head. Been a real one is my motto. Handle my problems, I ain't scared. I put powder on my collar, cause she proud of what I said. I'm a leader, I got on follow, and my footsteps like the feds. I shoot like I'm Montana, chop up bullets, make them shit. Black on black, new phantom in the backseat sipping red. Bitch, I'm from Atlanta with these hoes ready dick like Peggy. Condo like the pharmacy, I got codeine in my fridge. My bro on a steaming stove, cooking crack like grits. Got this vibe on a tippy toe, struggling in a pit. LA live, I'm staying at the lows with this Hollywood bitch. Got a 9 and a snub nose, can't wait to let it hit. Pull up with a stick, I pull up with a stick.
We're going to be updating people with everything that's happening in the division. You know, this is going to be a serious player. I keep saying it on every Weekflow. You just keep hearing me say it again and again because I absolutely mean it, and it's going to happen. So yeah, loads going on. Very excited. They'll be here in like 20 minutes, and we're going to start filming, and then the meeting's going to start after that.
I can do it on my own, yeah. They're judging me if I'm a stage.
Did you tell Maria about the filming?
Wait, why didn't you tell her?
Hi guys, my name is Sandra Shihab
I'm Maria Beltry.
with Genflow
Don't
Talent.
shit, but I'm gone. You gotta keep it a buck to my face. Taking that gang out of space. Especially if you stay in your place. They ain't on no.
Advice for someone trying to grow their socials right now?
I think being consistent and posting often so your page is always coming up. What I love is basically doing like what I love to do and sharing with other people and like inspiring other people to dress how they want to dress and do what they want to do. I wanted to start Could Be Maria because I love fashion and I love styling pieces, and then I thought, why not, if I love clothes so much, just start my own company and make clothes that I love wearing.
I'm shining bright, got me feeling like I'm next, though. Feeling like I'm Curry, how I'm ballin' on the West Wall. If you told me back then, oh, I never would've guessed so. Now the way I'm winning, I ain't have to put it in, ayy. I said I've been saving, dog, let me see the money, ayy. Now I'm popping, oh, they looking at me funny, ayy. I was in the rain, waiting for these sunny days. Made it through, you can tell me I don't love to say. I'm on way to that show, told them pipe down, I don't need no hoes. I've been out with my bros, even back then I knew I'd grow. Now I'm knocking down these doors, they ain't keeping up when I switch these flows.
So just about to go into the meeting room with Sandra Shihab. For those of you who don't know, Sandra Shihab is a model based in the US, and she's one of our beauty clients. So really excited to meet with her in person, like till date, like all the meetings, all the calls has been on Zoom. So we're going to talk, mainly run through like branding, run through how we're going to do the whole launch process with her for her brand, touch a little bit on PR, talk about the products, just focusing on what the next steps are for the brand. The brand has been in development for about just over a year. Sandra had quite a few ideas that she wanted to bring to the market, so we fine-tuned them down to what we thought would be the right for her and right for her audience. So we've been working on this for quite some time, but really excited to see it all come through to fruition. We're literally at the last stages now. Everything's in production. We finalised on sampling, we finalised on the shades. So from a product perspective, we're all set to go. Now our main focus will just be brand. So the most fun part of working with Sandra was developing the shades. Sandra was very specific about what she wanted her shade selection to look like. So that was quite exciting, just making sure that the pigments were right for the colours that she wanted, ensuring that the texture of the consistency of the formula was exactly how she'd briefed. So I think, the most fun and the most creative part was actually the formulation. It was great seeing it all come together in the packaging, but actually the actual formula and the dedication and time we put into making it perfect. We're just ensuring that the formulation was right in terms of the texture, the consistency, the formula, how it applied on the skin, how it looked on the skin, the fragrance. Okay, so Sandra's here, so let's go meet her.
I love this vibe.
I can't mess with y'all. I could tell they ain't real. I can't get involved. Ooh, I seen them now when they tryna call.
So, what do you love about being a creator right now?
So I love that I could connect with my followers and show them all of my unique style and show them all of my favorite makeup brands, and I just love that I can just show them what I love to do every single day.
Why did you want to launch your own brand?
So I've been obsessed with makeup ever since I was young. I worked at Sephora when I was 16. And I've always just loved to do my own makeup, never liked anyone else doing my makeup. Like, I love other products, but I've always wanted to just start my own brand because I know exactly what I like. And I'm just very excited to launch it, and I'm so excited for the world to see what I've been working on.
Preparing for Matt Morcia to come in. Just going to be discussing roadmap for Morcia, doing a product planning session for the next 3 to 6 months of features, explaining how our team works a little bit more internally from a development standpoint, and then just securing all the details for Black Friday and the month of November. So excited to meet him in person. It's been a lot of Zoom calls to this point. I just like working with Matt as a person. He's a great guy, good sense of humor, but has a really big vision for Morcia and a really strong work ethic. So I think it's always inspiring to be working with somebody who works as hard as you do, and kind of just inspires you to want to work even harder for them. So we're excited for the plans and the potential that we have for the next few months leading into 2022.
So today we've been discussing exciting Black Friday activity as well as future updates, just things to make the Morsia app. It's already the best app, like by a mile in the fitness realm. Probably just app across the app board, but things to make it like even more better, just to exacerbate the betterness of the app.
What do you love about being a creator right now?
It is liberating. I like the freedom element of it. I don't mind people telling me what to do if I respect them. I don't like being forced to do something by someone who I wouldn't ordinarily. So I love the fact that I haven't got to do that, and that like I essentially largely just do what I want. I do things that I want to do, generally speaking.
Your favorite platform to create content for? I'm assuming it's TikTok.
TikTok and Grindr. It depends. Like Grindr's a big one now. Grindr are bringing out, they're bringing out a Reels equivalent, so I am big on that. That's YouTube, man. I'm a YouTuber. I would consider myself almost exclusively a YouTuber, and then any other social media I do, I'm just kind of forced to do it. Jonathan has lots of, he's very tall. He's deceptively tall. He's like 6'7", so that's quite surprising. Just a great guy. I feel like the SD card in that camera is not going to be able to take it if I reel out all of my favourite qualities, but yeah.
How's Black Friday content going?
It's going really well. I think the guys have been really organised in terms of getting all like the spreadsheets together so we know what we're going to do. So now it's just a case of working through it and hitting our deadlines.
What are you guys working on in the innovation part?
Okay, so I can't give too much away because there's some very new stuff, particularly in the creator space. Essentially, we're finding ways to use the blockchain, cryptocurrency, NFTs to monetize audiences for creators.
This week, Facebook changed their name to Meta. A lot of people have been talking about the metaverse. What are you most excited about with the metaverse, especially for creators?
Firstly, even before Facebook, I was excited about it. I think what they've done is accelerated the adoption, the consumer adoption, like us, normal people like us, to get into the meta world. What it means, I think that's interesting. We'll find out. I think that the main thing everyone's thinking, you're in this virtual world and you can walk around and sort of like Ready Player One, but I think we still don't know what it is. I see it more like an augmented thing where you have real life merge with the virtual world.
I saw a thing you posted.
That was someone called Shan. Essentially he said that the meta isn't a world, it's a point in time when it is more valuable for us to be in that world and make money in that world, for example, than the real world. And we're fast approaching that. It's like a point of singularity. The meta world, I think one thing we should look out for, particularly in our industry, is we had the real world and we have influences and people who have influence here. I think there's going to be a brand new thing in this new sort of world, time and place, where there's going to be new influences. So yeah, we need to get on with that. Yeah, particularly NFTs. I think it's become a hype word. I hate when this happens. When something cool happens and everyone starts talking about it, it becomes like it seems like a scammy thing. The ability to have something digitally unique that you own, more than the collector's stuff where you've seen CryptoPunks and CryptoKitties, more than that, I think the utility of this, so particularly NFT gaming, for example, me being able to buy a character or something in a game, a gun, for example. So Call of Duty, everyone knows that. I can earn a gold gun and that is mine. And the next iteration of the game can allow me to utilize that same gun that I own, for example. I can trade that on the market. I recommend people go to OpenSea.io. There's loads of NFTs and stuff being sold there. Just start getting used to what's happening in the world because something big is happening. It seems like it's sort of coming up to the surface, but it's still a bit under the radar. But yeah, let's not let this one pass us by. Yeah, the internet. No one believed it was going to work, and this is what we do. This is how we make money. So yeah, this blockchain stuff. Yeah, jump into it.
Smash that subscribe button.
What's the tech team working on right now?
So in addition to all our normal monthly releases for the app and web clients, we're beginning to finalize the work that we're doing for Black Friday weekend, which is a really key set of dates for all of our digital products. So we're making sure that we optimize the executions and making sure we really maximize the results. The key thing for Black Friday and any real peak sales period is it's all about execution. So it's not about necessarily launching a crazy new feature. It's about refining your proposition and making sure you execute really well. You don't want to do something at the last minute and create risk. So you want to do all your work nice and early. So for us, all of the major work happens in the first half of November. We do a code freeze, which is where no code goes out, and that ensures that we're safe and reliable and execute smoothly throughout the period.
I overheard you earlier going through some designs for like landing pages, user journeys, I guess.
Yeah, again, during a peak sales period, it's really important that you optimize all of your channels. So whether that it be social channels, email, web, if you have a digital app or something like that, then you have to optimize that and making sure that the proposition's in line. So when we're looking at this from a holistic approach, and we want to make sure that we are demonstrating value at all points, and at all touch points we are offering a very clear message and very clear activation.
Really busy week, just wrapping up for the week. Lots of the guys have already gone home. Really successful. Obviously, we're 3-4 weeks away now from Black Friday. Obviously, a huge period for us across all parts of the business. Certainly product, making sure the product's in the warehouse, getting ready for launch. Obviously, websites, pretty much every single one of our websites we've revamped for a Black Friday special landing page. Obviously, content guys are doing huge work at the minute to make all the assets and all the promos for all of our clients, as well as all the brand teams and customer service, making sure everyone's aligned and what's the kind of real plan for what we're doing for sales, for new products, group discounts and things we've never done before. So huge amount of work done this week. It's been a very, very busy week. So looking forward to having a little bit of time off, and then the team are going to hit it hard come Monday. 4 weeks to go. Obviously, Shan is moving away from the business a little bit, obviously moving to the States, so Weekflow is going to be a little bit different. Obviously, it'll be kind of intertwined with the stuff he's getting up to, some of the meetings and things he's doing, but also certainly lots here based in the UK, so you're going to see a lot more of the team. We are very, very close to hitting 100 people in the team, which is crazy to think that 3 years ago there was 5 of us sitting in a room. Really excited to take you guys on the journey more. Please like, subscribe, comment below what people and what areas you want to see in front of camera and kind of talking about their role here.